What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Kiwan, and I am back with Belle Collective, y'all. Season 7, Episode 8. Let me reintroduce myself. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Make sure y'all like the video so I can stay in the algorithm. Y'all, I just got off a live with Mrs. Best, Watch Your Mouth Reviews, and we were on their channel, Watch Your Best Friend Reviews. So go and check the replay where we talked about zodiac signs. We had a good time. It was a 3-hour review, but we had fun. Like, everybody was in the chat. Shout out to everybody that came through. You can find it on my page or their pages, but make sure you tap into the replay game on any one of our channels. So y'all, I'm gonna bring Love and Marriage Huntsville tomorrow, and also I will be live tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central with Mrs. Best, and we're going to discuss episode 15 and 16 of Beauty in Black. Okay, because y'all know I need to wrap that up. So I'll be wrapping it up tomorrow and live, and I would appreciate it if y'all come on through on the live. So Tamber and Latrice. Tamber goes to visit Latrice. Before Latrice get there, it seems as though this whole episode is going to be Tamber centered. So I kind of got that from the beginning. Tamber is standing with her parents to help out with her dad. They still couldn't find out medically what was going on with him. So she said that they have seen signs of early dementia. So Latrice comes over and visits Tamber. She tells Tamber, I was worried about you, and how her and Selena was boohoo crying. And so production kind of rolled back when Tamber found out about her dad in the vehicle, and nobody wasn't crying. Selena was still doing her makeup until she found out what happened, and Latrice was in the back seat just rubbing her leg. Now, we didn't see the crying, but we're not going to say that they did not. Okay? So, Latrice asked Tamber about the juice cleanser guy, the whole juice cleanser rumor guy. And they both laughed about it because they know that this is BS and this is something that Shantae pulled out of her butt. So, Tamber says Biggie Smalls are lying. And when I say Biggie Smalls, I mean Letitia and Shantae. Biggie Smalls was lying. Them hoes. And so Tamber says she just gonna let everybody into her life and let them know who I am, since y'all acting like y'all don't know her. Okay, y'all acting like y'all don't hear me on a radio station, and that I don't be with Ricky Smiley, and that I didn't graduate from Jackson State University. Okay, I'm just saying, I know these things about Tamber. But anyway, Letitia and Glendale, the two biggest disappointments of this whole season, and Shantae. So Glendale decided he wanted to surprise his wife. He said because she's been stressing. He said he's not sure what's going on with her. Says the guy that brings this woman a lot of stress. I don't even have the wherewithal for Glendale today. So what I thought I was going to give him, I'm going to give him grace today. Okay. So let me tell y'all what I wrote in my notes. Glendale, don't piss me off. So Glendale said he wanted to see Letitia happy. Do you? Then, let me say this. The fact that he can peel out do these little breadcrumby things, and he can give you the bare minimum, and you're gonna smile and you're gonna be like, oh Glenn, this is nice, says a lot about you. Anyway, I felt like Glendale was playing in her face, and everything he do is some form of manipulation. And you did it because you wanted something out of this. You didn't solely do this for Letitia. You didn't do any of this for her. You did this this spa and all of these niceties, you did that for Glenn. So they talk about the whole Selena and the baby situation, Mike, Selena and the Mike / baby situation. She was like, I felt like Selena was blaming me. Why would you feel like that? Unless you ain't in the center of it. But something tells me that you're in the center of it, and the fact that you're trying to make Carrie Paul the center says a lot about you. You are just like Glendale. Anyway, she was like, he said, he hoped that there is nothing to the rumor because she said, I hope it's nothing there to the rumor because I know what it's like for a man to be falsely accused. I said, girl, your man wasn't falsely accused. He went and got another woman pregnant, which means he had to do things with this lady in order to get her pregnant to have a said almost baby. Okay, that wasn't falsely accused. Your man is always guilty. He's never falsely accused. He just don't hold himself. He thinks that he's falsely accused because he lack accountability. Okay. Just going to, I told y'all I'm going to be nice today. So Glendale decided to be nosy, and he was like, okay, so how did your focus group go? He said, how did your focus group go? And she was like, everything went good. And the second question you followed, the second question was first there. Doesn't matter. He's her manager. So she was like, no, he's on a leave of absence. As soon as she said that, Glendale face turned sour. Because now Glendale thinks that you should fire him and hire me as a manager. Glendale, you can't manage your own life. So how in the entire fuck you're going to manage hers? Peel it in, Erica. Peel it in. Okay. So she asked Glendale, what does a manager do? He said, manage your talent. Oh, sir, you're dumber than a box of rocks. I do declare. Okay. So Letitia said, nah, it's not a good idea, and this isn't going to happen. And he tells her every time he tries to be nice to her, she come with BS every time. So once again, which confirms what I said a moment ago, all of this was not for her. All of this was for you to get something out of it, to still maneuver your way into this woman's business or, in her career choice. Like, you are so afraid that this lady's going to get up and leave you. Don't nobody want you but her. That's clear. And you're trying to maneuver your way into this woman's life. And Glendale, you are a habitual line stepper. You are a terrible person, and you need to go somewhere. Okay? Are they still hiring on the boat? Okay? Where is your what kind of card I said it was, y'all? TWIC card. Okay, we talked about this TWIC card another time. Where's your TWIC card, sir? Can you not go back on the boat and work 14 days on and 7 days off? I don't know how that works. But we need you off the show immediately because you definitely want to show your ass and you want to be the star of this show. Anyway, Selena and Latrice. So, no, was it Selena and Latrice? No, Selena and Letitia, they meet up. And we found out Selena has 9 bridesmaids in her wedding, and they don't have anything set for her bachelorette party. Girl, I feel like Letitia is still salty by not being selected in Selena's wedding, but that's not your friend like that. Not how not how Latrice and Tambra is. You thought y'all was that cool, girl. No, ma'am. So Mike wants Selena to get her teeth done, so he's talked her into going to Colombia to get some porcelain veneers at a reasonable price. And I'm looking at Selena like, girl, what's wrong with your teeth? Like, I've never seen anything going on with your teeth, but okay, let's entertain it. You're gonna go across the way instead of just going to a reputable board certified dentist in the States, in Mississippi. Okay, you can absolutely have Latrice or Tambra to contact Antoinette to give you a referral, or you could call Antoinette, because I'm pretty sure you know her, and find out who has the best dentistry besides her in the state of Jackson. Okay, sorry. So anyway, Selena is still wanting to know where the rumor came from, and for me, why does that even matter? Like, if Mike had already told you, and if there is no baby, why is that an issue? So now they're trying to place blame, which I feel like they're doing on Carrie. She was being messy. I get that. And I feel like that was production in her ear. But I feel like Letitia is now setting her sights on Carrie Paul and is going to do something very snaky and very sneaky. And I feel like Letitia Pearson deserves every ass whooping that you get, especially from your husband Glendale. And I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about him dragging you by your scalp emotionally. I don't mean that, but I don't like how Letitia treat the women on the show. And Carrie was one of those people. Y'all know, I think everybody thinks Carrie is annoying. I like Carrie. But I also think some of the women have come to the conclusion that they really don't like Carrie. We will tolerate Tambra, but now it feels like a couple of y'all don't like Carrie. And I feel like none of the, well, I don't know. Because Tambra's never, she didn't like where Carrie was saying that, Jackson was ratchet, yada, yada, yada. Selena has her little digs about Carrie. Marie absolutely don't like Carrie. Latrice go with the flow and act like she don't like Carrie, especially since Carrie was like, your husband was the one who told the rumor. And he did, because Clifton, or whatever his name is messy. So I hope that there is not, that these ladies don't pull the same thing they pulled with Aikisha and Willie. And those are the things that I cannot take. And I do feel like if that happens, Letitia needs to go. Letitia definitely needs to go. I just feel like you're trying to place blame on somebody, because I feel like with this Selena situation, you're at the center of this. My theory is, this is just my theory. When Glendale posted that picture, I think somebody DM'd you. And I think you knew well before. Somebody DM'd you. Or you knew, like, I don't know. But your name is written all over this, and you're trying to make Carrie responsible when she heard it from her husband, which was told by Cliff. So, I'm just saying, y'all, it's just... Anyway, Tambra and Damon. When I say y'all, Damon is so... And that's all I'm going to say. That thing just... Okay, but that's neither here nor there. She tells Damon about the rumor situation, Selena's rumor situation, and then, no, about the rumor, I guess, if it's a rumor, I really think Shantae just made that up. I don't know. You know how people just make stuff up? I just think she made that up. And so Tamra was telling Damon about what telling him what Shantae shared with her, and told him, well, they think it's the juice cleanser guy. And they both just bust out laughing because we know that these ladies are on BS yet again. So she tells Damon, listen, I'm just gonna host a sip and see, and because they acting like they don't know me. And Damon was like, listen, it is not all of them, it is 2 of them who gonna continue to act like they don't know you, because you're not giving them nothing salacious, sleazy, or grimy like those 2 seem to be. I'm just saying, y'all. She was thinking about introducing London Simone to them, and he was like, hell no. He didn't say that, but he said no. And I was not mad at it. And I know a lot of people probably like, ugh, why would I want these women who don't wish me well to meet my baby? And who has contacted, what's her name, Taisha, to confront Tamra or contact her abuser. And y'all think y'all supposed to meet my daughter? Yeah, no. No. So Marie and Jerez, I didn't get much out of this, but they're in a great space. 2 of his boys live with Marie, and she will take care of her grands. You know, Marie is a good mom and a grandma. And his kids are really cute. They're very cute kids. And he wants to start his own dispensary business. That's all I got. But it was good to see Jerez. He looked healed a little bit, look pulled up. You know, he ain't punching walls. Okay, we good. All right, Jerez, high five for you. Okay, Letitia and Carrie, the Pauls and the Pearsons, they go bowling. And so they have the conversation about the focus group. And once again, Letitia, I felt like, was on a lot of BS. She tells Carrie it's better to ask for permission than forgiveness, or maybe she flipped that around. But I was like, girl, bye. Because they talked about the whole rumor. And I felt like even in this moment, this was Letitia trying to be that person, like, I'm just gonna warn you. And it's like, girl, you ain't nobody. So she gets in a confessional and was like, Carrie don't need to tell me what to do. And it's like, where is this energy coming from? Like, I feel like, why do y'all have all of this energy for Carrie? It really lets me know that y'all have gotten together on some grimy stuff because Tamra not the one. And so now we're going to go to the next person, which is Carrie. I feel like y'all met on some snake type stuff. You and the Bells, except for Carrie. I really strongly feel that way. And for me, because Carrie is a good addition to the show, but if I just feel like something is going to, Letitia is going to show her natural behind. And moving forward, I would like to see Matt and Carrie gone. Kind of like, maybe not the same way Akeisha and Willie did it, but the way these women operate, y'all are so grimy. And I think that's what on a side note, just a little piece of conversation, I am so tired of women being more grimier than more business savvy. You'll tap more into this grimy, nasty side and put down the women around you instead of lifting them up, rather than mind your own business. But I guess anything under the Bravo and Carlos King, it always has to be nasty and salacious. It has to be. Anyway, Glenn tells the Pauls that he wants to be Letitia's manager. Glendale, Anyway, we get to Tambra's sipping seat. And the mom and the baby is here. And so Tambra was like, listen, you hoes not finna get rid of me this easy. Come on in, come on in. Let me get to know you. My parents been married for 57 years. I had a broken leg when I was a baby because the babysitter was on some fuck shit and she broke my leg. She tried to take me at. Okay, that's why I don't want London Simone going to a babysitter or a nursery, because I will hurt somebody, right? She said, I used to cheerlead, which is why my voice is the way it is. Okay, shout out to Tamra, because I used to be a cheerleader too. Okay, baby, I had 39 fibroids. Okay, and when I had London Simone, she was in NICU. I was in ICU. I had not seen London Simone for a while. I only seen a picture of her. That was my first time seeing my baby. And then I finally seen her. Okay? And if y'all can't gather anything from here, you hoes can kiss my ass. Okay? Let's cue in the baby on the car. It was so cute though. It was so cute. How London Simone came in on her car with her glasses. I was like, oh. But I still want to let you have us meet my kid. I'm sorry. I cannot. So moving forward, please leave this lady alone. So Tambra, the ladies sit down, have a conversation. Everybody's, we respect Tambra so much more. We see more in Tambra. Do you really? Anyway, or y'all had a meeting and decided, and Latrice was like, no, I don't really like Carrie like that, so we about to shift this on to Carrie. I really feel it coming. I feel like there's about to be a shift, and I feel like Carrie is about to be a part of that shift. I feel something grimy coming on. Anyway, Tambra tells the ladies, listen, whoever told Shantae this information, whoever her source was, y'all probably need to slap him or her. And then she said, because me and Damon went to the juice guy and we went to go let him know what was going on because we didn't want him hearing anything out in the streets. And the juice guy, flashback, juice guy was like, oh, nah, no, it ain't that. So then we start talking about Marie. We know at some point somebody ate Marie's coochie. Okay, or Marie ate somebody's coochie. Okay, and she was like, when I was 18, I had a threesome. Marie, please leave us alone, because we feel like you have had twosomes, just not with a man all the time. And that's okay. That is okay. And she was like, she chewed on my box. And for some reason, I feel like that was a lie. And I mean, it could have been. I just don't see Marie as the receiver. I see her as the giver. But she said she don't want a woman to do that to her. She want a man to do it to her. Okay, Marie girl. Okay. Fine. So everybody get ready to leave because everybody gotta go. Yada yada yada. The Rogers and the Pearsons talk. I stopped listening. This where the episode ended. I just wanted to get this out of the way, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Tomorrow, don't forget, I will be live at 2:00 and I will be recording Beauty in Black. I will be live with Mrs. Best discussing episode 15 and 16 of Beauty in Black. And tomorrow I will give y'all Love and Marriage Huntsville. Monday, I will actually give y'all episode 1, season, 17 of the Housewives of Atlanta. I think it's 17. I'm not sure. I think it is 17. I don't know. I forgot. But yes, with all of that being said, this is your girl Kiwan reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.